Hey dolls, welcome back and thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. If you're new here, my name is Amber Michon. Here he comes. Hi. If you're new here, my name is Amber Michon and I do weekly DIYs, hauls, and other fun things. If you're not new, hey doll, hey. So in today's video, I have another round of Christmas DIYs. Yes, I don't think I am going to get tired of doing these Christmas DIYs. I have so many ideas that I want to share with you. I might have to do like a mega, brand new video. I don't know. We'll see. I still have a lot of time, but I just love Christmas DIYs. Today I have 4 that I'm sharing with you. I love them all. I hope that you guys do enjoy this video, get some inspiration. I also wanted to remind you all, because I always forget, to follow me on Instagram at DIY with Amber, same name. And tag me if anything that I have done has inspired you to recreate something or just have your own take on it. I would love to see what you come up with, and it just be fun. You get to see a lot of Isaiah over there, so make sure you're following me over there. I also have another question for you all, because I am curious to know. I will probably put a poll in my community tab here on YouTube and ask a question on my Instagram. Would you guys be interested in like a Vlogmas daily thing? I'm trying to see if I can actually commit to like daily vlogging in December. So yeah, but if it's not every day, it'll probably be maybe 2 times a week or something like that. Wondering if you would be interested in something like that. Let me know. All right, so enough of my yapping. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. What are you doing? First up, from Dollar Tree, we are going to be using 3 houses, beaded garland, and some pine cones, and floral picks, as well as some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the backing from those houses. You have to put a little bit of force into it, so just make sure you pop it out, and my paper came all the way off, so just peel that off. And then after you have traced out and cut out your shapes of the housing, the back of the housings, just go ahead and apply that with your favorite adhesive. I used my glue stick. Then the next thing I did was went ahead and hot glued it back down to the frame of the house. Once all my houses were done, I went ahead and took my sanding block from Dollar Tree and sanded down the paper after it was dried on there, because some of it sticks out on the sides, and I just wanted a really finished, nice, clean, crisp look. So here you can see the difference on sanding and not, but choose what you'd like to do. Next, we're going to take some Waverly chalk paint in white and go ahead and paint the front of the houses. I really like the natural wood look of the house, but on the front I wanted a nicer contrast, so that's why I chose the white paint. And then I took some greenery picks after I cut them down, and some berries and pine cones, and just hot glued them to the corner of the 2 taller houses. I didn't end up gluing any of these houses together. I like how they're standalone, and I just think they're so cute. Super easy to get this look, and literally cost just a few dollars, really $1.25 each. For our next DIY, we're going to take this Halloween sign from Dollar Tree. I actually was going to put scrapbook paper on the back, but then the paper came off from the sign, so I just removed that. And I still flipped it to the back, painted it crimson using my Waverly chalk paint, and then I'm taking this J and this Y that I got from Hobby Lobby for $1.25 each, and I'm painting that white. This is what everything looks like once it is dry. I love how this crimson red color came out. It's so bright and it's so bold. I went ahead and just put my hanger on the back, just using a piece of twine and a craft stick on the back. And then I'm using also this beaded garland, this gold beaded garland from Dollar Tree. And I'm just hot gluing everything down to the front of this sign. The next thing I do is take this pick, this floral pick from Dollar Tree. It has like a lot of like some fake snow on it. So I remove the pieces that I want to use, more of like the fur kind of like greenery pieces, as well as some berries, hot glue that to the front. And I realized that the snow was kind of falling off. So I went ahead and took my spray adhesive and sprayed the sign. And then I just kind of sprinkled the rest of the greenery picks that had the snow on it all around my sign. And this is how it turned out. I think it's so cute. I love the snow effect that it has on it. I really need to buy some like fake snow and spray it on there, but I just love how this turned out. For our next DIY, and probably my favorite in this set, we're taking 2 of these large Dollar Tree signs. These are from fall. I'm going to go ahead and remove the Happy Fall sign and use that on another project. And then what I'm going to do is just lay them flat together, hot glue them together on the center seam where they meet, and then give it more support with some craft sticks. Next thing I'm going to do is paint this using my Waverly chalk paint in white, and I did 2 coats of white paint just so I can get good coverage on it. Next thing I did is took some square dowel rods, cut them down to size so they can be a frame on my sign, and then I went ahead and just sanded down the edges because they're a little frayed every time I cut them down, and then I just applied them to the edges of the sign using hot glue. I really love framing up Dollar Tree signs because sometimes they could just be so flat if they don't like have scalloped edges or something. So these square signs, I love using dowel rods or something just to frame them up. I think it brings the look together and makes it look so high end.
Da 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 da, making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to.
The next thing I did is took this Welcome to Our Winter Wonderland sign that I picked up from Target's Dollar Spot last year around Christmas, and finally decided to use it. And I love the contrast of colors here. First, I lined them up to put them down because they're adhesive backings, and then realized I really wanted something different. So I'm taking a paint stir stick because I didn't have a ruler long enough to make lines. So the first line I did was where both of the signs meet, and I'm just taking my black paint pen that I got from Walmart to make these lines. Now you can use a Sharpie or whatever, but I found that using Sharpies sometimes it doesn't give you the look that you're looking for because it just, going with your Sharpie over paint, to me it just doesn't work. And I love how this turned out. Next, I took my chip brush and some antique wax paint and am distressing this sign. And I just do it until I'm satisfied with the look of it.
Sleep, yeah, spend my time running around, keeping people.
After that, I began to arrange my letters and words onto my sign, removing my adhesive paper on the back, or the paper to expose the adhesive. And because these are from Target, it actually really works really well. I didn't have to apply it with any hot glue. It's still on my sign, and I absolutely love this look. To bring this look a little bit together, because it does say Winter Wonderland, I wanted to go ahead and take these glittery floral picks that I got from Hobby Lobby. They have a lot of glitter on it with some pine cones, and I'm just kind of hot gluing those around. Now, once I'm hot gluing these around the sign, a lot of glitter is coming off, so you can see the glitter on top of the sign, and I absolutely love that part of this sign. Last DIY today, we're going to take 3 of these pumpkin signs from Dollar Tree and go ahead and remove everything that's on top. So I went ahead and took off the stand on the Welcome's Friends one, and then removed the burlap paper or sign, whatever, on top. And then I sanded down the other 2 pumpkins that had all the glitter on it, just so I could have a cleaner workspace. Once that was done, I went ahead and hot glued them down. Yes, this is going to be a snowman, so I'm just kind of placing them where I want, because I figured hot gluing them down before painting them would actually be a lot easier to deal with. Then I painted it white, using 2 coats of my white chalk paint. Next thing I did is took a small craft stick that I got in a pack of 100 from Dollar Tree to make its nose. Now, one piece is longer than the other. And in hindsight, I probably should have used the shorter piece because the longer, his nose is a little long, but I still like how it came out. Anyways, I painted that using my orange acrylic paint, and then I put together the stand because it broke as I took it off. So I hot glued the piece back onto the top and then painted this stand black. The next thing I did is took some burlap. I picked this burlap roll up from Amazon, and then so what I'm doing is just kind of measuring it out to make a scarf. I went ahead and cut that down and then took off the ends so that I can get a frayed scarf look. I really love how this turned out. And then I just went ahead and I could have tied it, but I went ahead and just wrapped some twine around it so that I could have just a longer piece of twine. And I just hot glued down some pieces to keep the scarf in place. Next, I have these buttons. I actually had these buttons on hand. You know how when you get new clothes or outfits, they come with the extra button on them. So that's kind of where I got these from. I have a whole drawer of them. So I went ahead and used those and hot glued them down for the snowman's buttons. And then I placed the nose in place so that I could know where to put my eyes. So I just used the back of or the bottom of my foam brush to make the eyes and the mouth. And he has just like a side smirk. I really love how this turned out. He's so cute already. And then to just finish this off, I went ahead and hot glued down some of my greenery and some berries just to give him a little bit more dimension and a little bit more character and to make him just look a little bit more fun. For his hat, I am using a hat ornament from Dollar Tree, and all I'm doing is making a hole in the hat to where I can put it on top of the stem. Now that the stem will hold the hat in place, I don't need to use hot glue or anything for that. And then to stand him up, I just hot glued the snowman into the stand that is now black. And then for extra support, I put a piece of the tumbling tower block. And I love how cute, how fun, how festive this snowman is. I love the way that it came out. Alright dolls, that's all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!